Good vibes and high tides. Hello, hello. I'm here. Oh my goodness, you guys couldn't have waited for like 2 extra minutes, huh? It was already too much, wasn't it? Good vibes and high tides. Hello. Thank you so much for coming in. For Who Are You Really? Episode 10, the last episode of the season. Wow, it's crazy. And no better way to celebrate our last episode of the season than with my sister, my wife, and my lovely, lovely light of my life. All right. I love jail right now. She's so cute. Um, and if you guys are new to Who Are You Really? Who Are You Really is a kind of podcast type style episode where we just shoot the shit. I ask Sarah and any of my guests questions that are intimate but not revealing, you know, and just really kind of get to know her past the things that we've been able to talk about, which is kind of insane because, pillow talk goes hard between us. Um, yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and let Sarah say hi. Hi, Sarah. Hello?
Sorry, I was
Oh,
listening to you on stream.
thank
Hello.
you. Hello, hello. Would you like to do your cute little intro?
Yes. Thank you for having me, my beautiful wife. Sarah, everybody. I'm Sarah Luceria, carbuncle VTuber of Globie's Gen 3 Morveria. I am very sick today. I sound like crap, and I'm gonna keep coughing in your ears. Thank you for having me.
It's actually great because I got into call with you and you had said, you were like, oh yeah, I have a cough. And I got into call and I was like, hey, I have a cough too.
It's true. We coughed on each other. We exchanged germs.
This is what happens when you stay in bed together. Even while you hate each other, obviously.
Obviously. Oh,
I can't
guys.
stand her. Lord.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're collabing.
Again.
Like,
man.
Again. And this time it wasn't even corporal mandated. Ew.
The next time won't be either. That's gonna be crazy.
I can't believe this.
I
Who
know.
allowed this?
I can't work under these conditions. Hello? Oh my god. I'm just kidding. Alrighty, Sarah. I have my very first question. This sounds ridiculous, but who is your favorite ASMR? Your first favorite like ASMR maybe? You like YouTuber, streamer, who like got you into it and you're like, this is nice. I like it.
Okay. So, I do have favorite ASMR artists. I have a lot of favorite ASMR artists, but VTubers and actual like ASMR like streamers wasn't the reason why I got into ASMR.
Oh? Okay, get into it.
So actually, I got into ASMR because I was scrolling through Instagram one day, as a normie would, and then I happened across slime videos.
Oh? I love slime
Yeah, it
videos.
was
Oh my
during,
god.
I think it was either like during the pandemic or a little bit before the pandemic. Um, I was like, damn, I love slime. And I didn't even know ASMR was a thing, but I was like, damn, this sounds so good. It's doing things to my ears. And then eventually I discovered, oh, this is ASMR. So
Oh. Wait, hold on. So do you I know you do slime, but like tell me about how often you buy it.
I actually have never gotten slime for myself.
What?
Yeah, I've had like slime on Throne before, and then some viewers buy it for me. But like for myself, I know that if I start buying slime, I'm never
Mm-hmm.
gonna stop buying slime. So I've never allowed myself
Mm.
to buy any slime.
Okay, that's understandable. But here's the thing though. How did you get started with it then if you had to wait for your viewers to buy it? Or were you just like, hey, I got this, I was interested?
So I don't actually think I've done, like, slime ASMR content before.
Hmm.
So, when I started off with actually streaming ASMR, it was more like on a whim. Uh, I was talking to my chat, just
Hmm.
shooting the shit. I was like, ASMR is really cool. I really like listening to ASMR, but I don't know if I could like ever do ASMR.
Hmm.
And then my viewers are like, you should put a 3DO on your throne. That would be really silly. And I was like,
Could you imagine?
that's so silly. And then I got the mic.
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah, so I was kind of like just playing around. I didn't think I would become an ASMR artist. I didn't even think I was gonna like it that much because I am so loud and I love yapping. So it was very, I don't know. I felt like it was strange at first, but now I love it. Mm.
I also actually did like throughout, not COVID, but I think like 2 years ago, a year or 2 years ago, I got super into watching those slime videos. Yeah,
Yes, you know what I
I
mean.
do know what you
Oh
mean
my
because I
god,
bought slime for myself after.
they're so expensive.
They're so expensive, and what was actually funny too is that even after I got it, I only used it when I needed to like stim. I never used it for like ASMR, even though I had like a
Mhm.
3DO too. I never like tried to use it for that. I would see the videos, and the first thing I would want to do is bite it. And so I bought it.
Yes!
Yeah?
Did you bite them?
I don't
Did you
remember.
eat them?
I definitely didn't ingest it. I didn't ingest it, but I definitely considered. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Yeah.
girl, let me tell you, when I received my first tub of slime, I was like, I'm gonna bite it now.
Oh my God. What did it taste like?
It was really bad. Don't do it.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. Oh my God. Well, here I ended up having to throw it away because there was like a few hot days wherever I was at, right? And then it just
Mm,
got really, really sticky. Like, I was
yeah.
like, "Oh my goodness, I haven't touched my slime in a while." And then I touched it and I was like, "This is the worst thing that's ever happened to my life." And then I like and it was one
No.
of them was like blue and white, right? And so I
Mm.
tried to take it off and like my entire hand ended up looking like
Oh,
marshmallow fluff was all over it.
oh, that is
Yeah.
so sad. That's tragic.
Marshmallow fluff. Okay, so but tell me about the ASMR artists that you like.
Oh my gosh, there are so many of them. I put on ASMR a lot and just in the background when I'm studying. Uh,
Mm.
when I'm sleeping, actually, I find that whenever I listen to ASMR, I get like such vivid dreams. It scares me a little
Oh,
bit.
really?
So, yeah, it's like crazy dreams. I'm like, what is going on? So nowadays, I've been avoiding sleeping to ASMR, but that's not the
Mm.
question. I don't know why I'm talking about this.
No, go ahead. I don't. This is we're shooting the shit. This is who are you really? And if that includes you having issues with listening to ASMR while you sleep, I want to know it.
Oh, I want to know all about you too, my wife, sister wife.
Oh my God, we're so cute. And then, okay, okay, okay.
So,
Yes, yes. What were you
yeah.
saying?
So when I first started like actually watching like ASMR videos and ASMR streams, it didn't start with VTubers. It started off with more like hand cam streamers, but I wasn't like following any creators specifically. I
Mm-hmm.
just more so searched up triggers that I enjoyed and then I put them in the background. But then I discovered VTubers, and then I discovered VTubers did ASMR.
It became a VTuber
So
thing.
exactly. So I
Mm.
think, like the first VTuber ASMR artist that I had like exposure to was
Mm-hmm.
Afana, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah, I loved Fauna's ASMRs. Her microphone, incredible. $10,000 microphone, incredible.
Is that true?
um, Yeah, the Coup 100, it's 10K.
Oh my God. I that
I
makes
know.
sense, I suppose.
And then I also listened to a couple of Hinana's ASMR.
Mm.
Vividly remember she was like eating chips for one of them, and
Mhm.
I was like, man, I really don't like the sound of people eating, but I can't stop listening to her eat
Oh
these
my God.
chips.
That is so funny. I hate this. Leave it on, but I hate it.
Exactly. I was like, oh, imagining her eating it is so, oh, but the sound, what's going on?
What is this sound? You ever watch Ratatouille? Um,
Yeah, I love Ratatouille.
you know how there's like one scene where they like talk about buying like the freshest bread in the morning or something like that? And then
Mm,
they like touch it and they go, the sound. And it's like the sound of bread crunching, just like them holding the bread and crunching.
exactly. Oh my
That's so
god.
good. I think
That's ASMR.
that's you know what? You're right. That's ASMR. I never thought about it. I never thought about it. But in my like, I remember specifically like the very first time I ever heard or saw that scene, like everything in me like, ooh, tingled a little. I was like, ooh, you
Ah!
know?
You got tingles from Ratatouille.
Yes, I got tingles from Ratatouille. What do you not get tingles from Ratatouille? Like sometimes when I watch the way that they do the, oh my goodness, I don't want to go on the on a whole thing. But like sometimes when they make the food and they just go really ham, like they show just the really nice view of the food, I'm like, damn, you know? I'm like, damn, girl, you look like that? Shit.
Damn, licks lips.
Dang. You're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Shit.
Oh, dang. No,
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
No, yeah, yeah. So when you were talking about crunching chips, I was like, "Ooh, I remember. I know the sound of the crunch." Okay. Um, I remember too the very first ASMR video I've ever like at that time, I felt like ASMR was so new. I had never heard it ever before in my life. Do you know the barbershop ASMR?
Like, no.
There was
Like,
like
is
a
that a person?
no, it was like a video like a million years ago. Like early YouTube, you know, like when they still had likes and dislikes, like when they still had like
Oh.
dislikes and stuff. And
Mm-mm.
it was the very first time I ever understood like what a 3DO could do. And it was like, oh, you sat down like at a barber shop and they would like put the razor right next to you, right next to your ear, and they would like you know, and I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. It sounds so good, but I'm freaking out.
You discovered ASMR so early. Whoa.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that that was what it was at all.
Mm,
Mhm. Okay,
it's all
Sarah,
around us.
it is all
ASMR.
around us. What do you think like how much of your content do you think is ASMR related? Like
Um, I
percentage
think
wise.
I think at least like 50% of what I do is ASMR related.
Mhm.
Yeah, like most of the well, all of the videos that I post are ASMR
Mhm.
videos. Shorts are different, but like for streams, I try to make it at least 50-50 each week.
And then like with your other 50, like how do you split that variety?
The other 50 is for me to be silly, because I like to talk a lot, and then you can't. I mean, technically, you could do that in ASMR streams, but it's not the same, you know.
Mhm. I
So
get it.
there's gaming, there's yapping, but like it's mostly for the yaps. Like you don't really watch Sarah Luceria for her epic gameplay.
Understandable. Also same. Also same. Have you always been a yapper? Like since you were like a young carbuncle?
Oh, I was actually like growing up, I was really shy.
Really?
Yeah, I think like still in my day-to-day life, I don't really talk all that much. I'm more like introverted and I prefer to keep to myself most of the times. So when I discovered that I was a yapper, I was truly shook.
Huh. Do you ever feel like you like turn it on and suddenly something like frees about you and so you started yapping?
Yeah, like honestly, a lot of the times right before I start my stream, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be so tired. I'm gonna keep this stream short. It's gonna be a easy, low energy stream, and then I yap for like 4 hours. And I'm like, huh? What? What the fuck?
Oh my gosh. Do you think like I don't know. I wonder if you ever feel like you kind of betray yourself whenever you act different, like once you start that going live button.
Mm, like betray myself as in like,
Like do you
do I feel
ever
guilty about it?
yeah, like do I wonder like do you ever feel like, man, why am I able to do this on stream but not in person or like vice versa?
Yeah, I do get that feeling. I feel like, yeah, I'm like just a lot more open when I'm on stream and I don't really do it in person. I
Mm.
don't feel like bad about it, but
Mm-mm.
it is confusing sometimes. But maybe it's also because when you're like a VTuber, like they expect you to be dumb. So
Understandable. It's true.
expectations
Their
are low,
expectations are
you know?
very, very low of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because
But then like when I'm sorry.
no, not at all. Please.
I was just gonna say when I'm like, I don't know, going about my day, like when I'm at my wage cage, like they expect a certain amount of like professionalism. And even with like my
Mm.
IRL friends,
Mm-hmm.
they expect you to be kind of sort of normal. So what can I really talk about? The weather?
Mm. I mean, is the stuff that you talk about on stream, do you think is like very out there?
Yesterday.
Besides the amount of piss and toilet jokes that you make.
I talk about that in person as well. I think most of my
Oh,
friends know I like to update them on my bowel movements, so that's normal.
yo, healthy bowel movements, that's good.
Exactly, exactly. Everybody's got to know what's going on with my stomach.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so what were you saying about the other things? Like if you on stream, if you feel like there were what like other things do you feel you're more comfortable speaking on stream that you can't do in person?
Well, yesterday I was talking to my chat. I don't even know how like we got to that point, but we
Mm.
were talking about. I don't know if you've heard of this um wonderful, wonderful yaoi known as Stick Fight Island, but we were having a lengthy discussion about um fighting with your peepees.
What was the discussion?
Just, if you were stuck on this island and you were forced to fight to the death with your
With your peepees.
with your peepee, what would your powers be and how would you do it?
Wow. What did you say?
I mentioned that, well, it is canon in the lore that people put on armor for their peepees, so I think I would get really spiky armor or something like
Oh,
that.
wait, that's actually kind of fire. You're right. That's true. It's really smart.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
so, like, you see, you can't really, like, go to work and talk to your coworkers about that.
it's actually really terrible how much becoming like a VTuber or a streamer can ruin the way that you speak in person. I know that you're very maybe a little bit better with that boundary, but there's been times where I'll like meet people and I'll immediately get into certain topics. And then they're like, um, I don't know. And I go, "Oh yeah, huh. That's like not very normal to talk like on a normal day basis." You know
Give
what I'm
an
saying?
example. What topics are you talking about me?
Um, so I'm a little bit more comfortable sharing certain words, like or certain things, like how I'm into face huggers on my stream.
Oh.
But that's not really something that you share with like new people, even though you share it with your stream. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just kind of
I
like
wonder how people respond to that.
they literally look at me and they go, you go, girl. And that's it. And I go, oh, fuck me. Oh, also, I'm really bad at this has become a very, very bad habit, right? But when I burp now, because when you burp on stream, they just go, taskere, you know? When you burp in person, in public, they do not thank you for that shit, dude. They look at you and they're like, what is wrong with this person? Especially coming from the how do I say it? The society I go through and that I have to be around. It's terrible. It's actually awful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. People just hide
You're
more of
so
this stuff.
powerful.
My
I don't think I've ever burped on stream before, so
oh, well, that's okay. I think you
Oh.
talk more about toilet
Yeah.
stuff than I do, so that's.
Yeah. But maybe one day I will follow in your footsteps, Maeve.
I'm trying to
I
follow
don't
in your
got that aura,
footsteps.
you know?
I'm trying to follow in your footsteps. Sometimes I like update them on bowel movements.
I mean,
I'll.
it's important.
It's true. It is important. How are your bowel movements recently, by the way, babe?
Oh, terrible. I'm on my period.
Oh
So
no. Wait, does your
so mm,
well, I was just gonna say, like, are your poops bad on your period?
yeah, I get really, really,
Oh.
really bad cramps. I have like prescription meds for them. But
Oh.
yeah, another side effect of my period is that I get period poops, and those are awful. They're basically just diarrhea, but with the cramps.
Oh shit. That's
You look so concerned.
because I am concerned. Yeah, what the that sucks. I'm so sorry. Okay, I can understand why. Well, yeah, I can understand why you care very much for bowel movement now. I think but like, okay, here's my question. Would you rather, this is a lovely question, by the way. Would you
Oh.
rather diarrhea like period poops or not pooping for like 3 days?
That's really funny because I've actually just had this conversation with some of my other friends like
Shut up,
2 days
really?
ago.
Oh my god. Okay.
My friend, she was saying how she was constipated and she hasn't been able to have a good poo for a couple of days. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, that's really funny because I'm having diarrhea on the toilet right now.
I
And then
love
we,
that.
we got into the topic of like,
Which
so
one's
would you rather be
worse?
constipated or would you
Yeah.
rather have diarrhea?
And what did you say?
I think for me, since I'm so used to it, I would rather just have diarrhea. You know, it's
Mm,
quick. Once you're done with it, it's over.
that's
But
true.
if you're constipated, you're like constipated even when you're not pooping.
It's true. You always feel like you're like about to
Yeah,
poop, but you just aren't about to poop.
exactly.
It's
Yeah. So
genuinely sad.
I'd rather just get it over with, you know?
Uh-huh. Stuart, my butler, keeps saying that I should be eating more like fruits and veggies. And I'm like, I don't
That's
wanna.
good for you.
I'm like, I
Well,
don't wanna. And then I eat like a fruit. Like a fruit. And then the next
singular
day
fruit.
I poop. Like, well. And I'm like, is that how bad my like diet is? Because you know,
Babe.
I like work a lot, right? So my diet's like terrible. But is that how bad my diet is? That legitimately I eat one fruit and I'm able to poop now?
Maeve, do you not poo every day?
I don't poo every day.
Ah!
I know. It's really bad. It's genuinely awful. But
You should get some more fruits and veggies in you, girl.
yeah. I don't know if this is everywhere in the world, but some different places in the world have like there's like poop trackers. So I've been really trying to use that to make sure that
Oh.
yeah, to
Well, I know about period trackers, but not poop trackers.
do you use a period tracker?
Interesting. I use Love and Deep Space.
Oh, wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
Sarah, do you play Love and Deep Space?
I do.
What?
Yeah, I thought I told you.
Oh my god, who's your main?
Who's your main? Like, we're playing League of Legends.
I mean, I'm dead serious though. Who's your main?
Who's your main in Love and Deep Space? I'm a Xavier and Caleb
Ooh.
girly.
Ooh. Okay, real. I'm a Xavier and Silas girly.
Let's go!
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever actually like properly tracked my period.
Oh, real. I've never used a period tracker
Until then, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know what it is. Oh, but the latest like Caleb birthday card though, I did have to buy like I like spent $5 on it, okay? It wasn't a lot. I
Oh, that's
saved for
not too
everything,
bad.
but I spent $5 on it because it took the full hard pity. It was within the last 7 pulls that I finally got his card. Cause I told everybody, I told myself I didn't want to not have any of their sex card. I wanted to have all their sex cards. That's what it was.
Ah, interesting. So were you like F2P before that?
What?
Were you a free to play player before that?
Oh, I was, yeah, I'm pretty much free to play. I think in the entirety of me playing for the last like 2 years, I've spent like less than $200, less than 150 even.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I've only ever spent it on their sex cards.
I mean, if you're gonna spend money, you might as well spend it on their sex card.
Yeah, sorry. I think it was on like their kiss cards and then their sex cards. Just stuff that makes me feel like I'm being held as a person.
Valid. That is so valid.
Thank you. But I'm so happy that there's a high possibility you told me and I just didn't remember, honestly.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know you were a Xavier girly. I knew you were a Silas girly, but I didn't know you were a Xavier girly.
I started off Xavier. So one of my content ideas, I like bookmark, or not bookmark, but one of my content ideas was to show off my like Twitter bookmarks, like as a goal or something. But then I realized if I ever did that, immediately I could no longer be the safe for work heiress, obviously, that everybody knows and loves, you know?
You bookmark those on your corporate Twitter, girl?
I'm on my corporate Twitter a lot. I never considered like it was, oh, I just consider it's me. I never consider, oh, this is my corporate Twitter. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Sorry. Wait, do you not use
that's aura.
Do you not use your corporate bookmarks?
I use my corporate bookmarks from corporate stuff. Like if I have artists that I really like assets that I want to keep, you know, those things. Not like gooning material.
Yeah, you know the best part? That like because it's a corporate Twitter, anybody in the company can just sign, well, not anybody in the company, but upper management in the company can sign in.
Exactly.
And just see the listen, what are they gonna do about it? Huh? What are they gonna do about it? They're gonna ask
They're gonna
me?
goon to your material.
Well, it's not my material. It's somebody else's. I just bookmarked.
That's your goon material, though.
It
You
is
can't
my
share
material.
it.
That's true. It's totally true. These are my bookmarks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, get your own.
Go find your own, all right? Anyways, if I ever find great material of Xavier, I'm just gonna send it to you.
Yes, please.
Do you have Dakimakuras?
Hmm?
You have Dakimakuras?
I have 2.
What are the...
I like hesitated because I had a couple when I was younger, but I don't think I have them anymore.
When you were younger?
Yeah, like when I was a teen.
Oh. Oh, you had them early.
Oh yeah, I was I was a degenerate from youth.
Damn. Okay. Tell me. Who are they?
So when I was young, I was really into free.
That's the swim boy thing, right?
Yeah, it's the swimming boys. So I had a couple of duckies from free, but that's it. Now that I'm older, I have a ducky that I ordered of one of my wives.
Oh.
That's gonna come. I don't actually know when it's gonna get shipped. It was a pre-order, so that's one of them. So technically, I have three. But my other two were from Kitchen Impact.
Who?
My first one, well, none of them are like explicit. They don't have like
No, right.
tits and balls out.
I
So
honestly didn't assume so, but thank you for
yeah, I have to let you know,
confirming.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, but one of them is Tartaglia, child, and the other one is Scaramouche.
Aren't they both like children?
Uh, no, Tartaglia is literally a man, and Scaramouche is like 5,000 years old.
No, it's actually great because I looked up Scaramouche, but I didn't say Genshin. So what showed up? Literally a stock character from Italian Commedia dell'arte. It's like it looks
That's him. That's him.
Tartaglia. Oh, he's Tartaglia. Okay, I know him. I liked him.
Yeah.
And then he like betrayed me half the time, and I was like, "Do I like you? Am I don't want
Yeah,
to
but
make it."
that's hot. I mean, he doesn't even like really betray you.
That's what
He's
I'm
so
saying. I'm like, I don't like that you're lying to me, even though you do end up being all right. Like, I just don't like being fooled, you know?
I like it.
Yeah, I can fucking tell, girl. Shit. Man, had I known, I would have been way more toxic to you. Sheesh.
You are. You hate me.
Oh yeah, yeah, we hate each other. Sorry. It's
Yeah.
yeah, like you know, we almost canceled this collab too. We just
Yeah,
every
I
single
really didn't
time,
want to be here.
every single time we just tried. Oh man, that sucks. You know. Sorry, I have a I have a cough today.
Yeah, I'm just like, I had to time my period specifically for the day of our collab to start, just because I wanted an excuse to not be here.
Legitimately too. She was like, I have a cough. I have a period. You know, like I'm cool with it if you are. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it if you are. Because at this point, they will genuinely figure out that we hate each other. Oh my god.
Imagine the optics, the PR we're gonna have to pull.
Shit. How many more times are we gonna have to kiss? You know, uncorporately. No, it's okay.
Oh,
Why don't we
man.
get more? Do we have not safe? There, we do have a not safe for work art done for us, huh? The not safe for work
Yeah, I
fan art.
think
Oh my god, it was
so.
so hot.
I
It
know,
was so
so
cute. It was so
hot.
cute and hot. I loved it. So
We need
Sarah,
more of that, by the way,
we
chat.
do.
Okay, wink, wink, wink,
Please.
wink.
I don't even know what to tell you. I I would like more. Sarah, are you interested in singing ever?
I'm like incredibly tone deaf. But yeah, I would love to be able to sing one day.
My question, like, who told you you were tone deaf?
Listen, I played the flute for 10 years and I still can't tune myself. So it's so bad.
You played the flute for 10
10
years?
years. Yup.
That's great. Do you still play it?
Mm. I haven't touched it in a good bit.
Do you ever think that's why you can't tune anymore?
No, I never knew how to tune myself. I can't tell the notes apart. Um, I've just never been able to. My brain is just not wired to understand music that way, and I think I've come to accept it.
But, like, is that
Yeah, like
the only thing you've said? The only way you've said it? Like, realized or thought that you're tone deaf?
I mean, like, I've tried singing, and
Uh-huh.
it's just, I can't sing because I just can't the melody, I don't know the terms, but it just doesn't come to me, and I'm like, so I'm just gonna sing my own way, and it's not gonna sound like the song at all. Hmm.
I'm just suspicious, cause like, if it's you deciding if you're the only one deciding it, then I'm like,
Oh no, it's definitely not just me. I
"Oh,
mean, I sing, like, we go to, like, karaokes and stuff with my friends, and, like, I sing, and they're like, "Man, Sarah, never sing again, you're so bad."
shut
I'm like, "Okay."
up. Are you serious?"
Yeah, it is known. It is known.
They said that?
I mean, not in, like, a bad way, they're
They say that about
like
my fucking wife? Yo, yeah, let me at him. Let me at him. Who? Who said that about my wife?
unfortunately, a lot of people,
Drop.
I played in, like, a, wind instrument band before as well, and they're always like, "Man, Sarah, what are you doing over there?" And I'm like, "I'm playing the notes on my flute, please."
S- Um, we've got a suggestion here. It says, Maeve, help convince Sarah to do a karaoke, please. If you drop £1,000 right now, Sarah will do a karaoke. To
No,
Sarah.
actually, at least 10,000.
Oh, it's that crazy. It's that
Yeah, it's
crazy.
that crazy. I would make it like a big subathon goal.
Mmm. Shit. So, how much do I have to drop for me to
I
go
mean, I'll sing
karaoke with
for
me?
you, babe. We
Really?
can we can sing tonight.
Oh my god. Yeah. The way I'll take care of you, you'll definitely sing.
Oh.
The last stretch goal of the sub. That's not even a stretch goal. That is the subathon, you guys. The hell are you talking about? Stretch goal 20,000. She does a cover, you know?
I 20,000, I do a cover.
20,000 she does a full cover.
50,000, I do one karaoke stream with 3 songs that I'm gonna delete right after I'm done.
If some wait, what is your go-to song when you do go to karaoke with your friends then?
Oh. Well, it's a lot of pop songs. I don't like typically choose the songs. It's more so
Mhm.
my friends are like, "Okay, we're gonna pick these songs, and then you're gonna sing with us." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I haven't gone in a hot minute though, so a lot of older songs.
Yeah? Like what?
Hmm. Okay, not that old, but my friends really like singing like Ed Sheeran songs, like
Okay.
Adele, you know.
Okay. That's understandable.
Also a lot of K-pop. None of us speak Korean, but we're like, put on that big bang.
Put on that big bang. Wait, I actually kind of love that. Like old K-pop, like Girls' Generation.
Yeah, exactly. Like Girls' Generation, Big Bang. Like
I just know
we
y'all are
can't
dancing
sing
to
it.
G. I know it.
Yeah.
I did it one time recently. I think I went to go eat somewhere. And they played it and I was like, firstly, this is like fucking 10 to 15 years old, okay? But then I also got up and I did the exact full dance that
Let's
I learned back then.
go. Let's go. In public?
Yeah. It was like I think we were like standing in line for something. It was like standing in line
I
to like
love
wait
that.
for like KPBQ or something like that.
I love that.
Yeah,
Oh my
but you
god,
know,
the aura.
I'm a very big extrovert. That's why I'm married to you, baby.
She's my extrovert chat. She adopted me because I'm a big introvert.
It's so hard to believe that you are though. Do you
Really?
yeah, like do you feel like your friends are introvert kind of as well or do they also adopt you the introvert?
I think like they've adopted me for sure. Like, yeah, they're all well, most of them are like big extroverts and they hang out like all the time. And I'm like, I will show up once in a blue moon.
Wow. Proud of you.
Mm.
Oh my god, babe, you're showing up. I'm proud of you.
Exactly. That's exactly what they say. They're like, wow, Sarah, you're here today. I'm like, yep,
What do you do with
I'm
your free time
here.
outside of that?
I don't really have a whole ton of free time, girl.
Mm, just working really
So
hard all the time, huh?
yeah, like I genuinely like if you want to see me, you have to book like 3 business days in
Oh
advance.
my god.
3 business days is even like too short notice. That's like a spontaneous hangout session.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got to at least let me know you want to do something
2
like
weeks.
1 month in advance.
1 month? That's insane. I'm at least like
Hmm.
I'm an at least 2 weeks. But then if it's already like midway through the month, I ask you to ask me again at the beginning of next month. Dude, we're busy girls.
That's valid. Yeah,
We're busy
right? Like, it's not
girls.
like I don't
Jesus.
like hanging out with people. I just don't literally don't have time.
What do you feel like most of your time is like doing exactly?
I'm sorry, I was coughing. What did you say?
I was saying like, what do you feel like majority of your time is taken up doing?
Oh, I think recently these days it's mostly school.
Mm.
Whenever I'm not working the wage cage, I'm either doing stuff for stream. That's like a big chunk of my time too, just like planning stuff for streams, like
How far ahead in
thumbnails.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how far ahead in advance do you plan?
Quite far ahead. Like that's why collabs are so difficult to schedule because I have collabs planned like months in advance.
I want everybody to know we don't cancel collabs on purpose, okay? Things just happen, damn it.
But they really do.
Oh my god. Um,
And like, yeah, but other than that, like most of my time I spent like studying. Uh Yeah, it's just like reading. My program is really unique in that I have to meet up with my classmates a lot, either
mm,
in person or online through Zoom, because we have to role play. Um, and that takes up so much time because we have to come up with like role play scenarios beforehand.
oh my
And then we have to
gosh.
do debriefing afterwards too. So,
The hell are
like,
you role
most of my
playing?
weekends, um, counseling, because 'cause I'm doing my master's in counseling right now, and
Right,
you
it's a
can't really
master's. I'm like,
yeah.
what is this? I forget it's a master's. You're just too good. You're too better. You too much better than the rest of us.
Yeah, but we just role play all day, You can't really, like, have a guinea pig to do counseling sessions on, so you just role play with your classmates and pretend to be mentally ill.
Joke's on you. You could definitely, yeah. Just talk to me. Just talk to me. I've got some people. Not me, obviously. Let me just make sure I already took
Yeah,
my
yeah,
meds for
you're
today.
totally fine and normal and sane.
Okay, I took my meds like literally just earlier.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. So we have the person that's getting a master's in psych, and then we have the actual mentally ill. This is what this is what wives are like. This is the true relationship.
Okay, listen. Just because I'm getting a degree in this doesn't mean I am immune to it. Like, you think I'm not mentally ill? I have like a full list for you.
She's like, I got a master so I can figure out how many more mentally ill moments I have.
Exactly. And as I read through the DSM, I'm like, check, 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 check.
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 Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Are you sure you're role playing or are you just, you know?
Well, the advice was like our professors tell us that we should bring in some like real life stuff so other people have actual trauma to work with.
Oh,
So
I love it. So it's just a bunch of trauma dumping.
Exactly. So it's really heavy. So I don't really like being an introvert. I don't really have a lot more social battery to like go out and do
Mhm.
stuff. That's
Right.
why collabs are hard for me too, right?
Mhm.
Um, they're like really socially demanding,
Mhm.
and I have to role play every week, and it sucks. I don't care about your trauma.
Mm, mm. That's exactly something I wanna hear from my psychiatrist with a master's in psychology. I don't care about your trauma.
You think your therapist cares about you?
True, actually. That's actually true. I mean, they do care about me. The same way, like, I pay people to date me, you know?
Um, I don't really know, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, it's actually really interesting, I feel like, because I feel like a lot of people think, oh, you're in the service of helping people. So they automatically think like you're a good person. But I know a lot of nurses that are in it for the money, and
Yeah.
I like don't trust nurses anymore. I just
Think like it's really stupid to be into nursing for the money as well because you can definitely do other things that are much easier and make more than a nurse because you're so overworked as a nurse.
I think it's also because of the scheduling, because it's only like working like 3 days and you make a
Yeah.
lot of money. But that three
Okay, but
days,
3 days?
yeah, those 3 days are hell on earth. But yeah, I don't know. Do you ever, or was like, do you know anybody that is in your class maybe or something, where you're like, I don't know if you should study this.
I think I'm really lucky in that my cohort and my program, they're all just lovely, wonderful people. And you can honestly like tell that they're in it because they're so passionate about helping people. Like they are so proactive. Like it's honestly such an incredible experience because everybody's building each other up. There's no competition. And
Hmm.
I feel like I've never had that kind of support just from like classmates.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everyone's pretty good here, but there are definitely like therapists from like my personal experience
Yeah.
that don't really care. They're like, "Okay, you're here. I have to do this," kinda deal, right?
Right,
But maybe
right.
that's also because of burnout, like, we're none of us are therapists yet, and we're all like, big, eyed,
Happy,
like,
just
"Oh my
do,
gosh."
yeah, just with each
Yeah,
other right
exactly,
now.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, "We're learning, this is so cool." Like, once you get into the career, once you're in the system, like, yeah, sometimes you can't help it.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I suppose like that's another thing too that a lot of people don't really think about, that on top of having to take care of people, or like the, I don't know, like working with people, right? You are working in a normal, in like a job environment that includes other people, their personal opinions, their personalities, their drama, their pettiness. It so it's
Mhm.
just kind of like layers of working with people, which can be a lot. It's very tiring. How did you get into psychology?
Um So I did my undergrad in sociology and psychology. I
Mm,
got a double major. I actually added on psychology last minute. Originally I wanted to just do sociology,
mhm.
like maybe go into HR, get a desk job.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is a little bit personal, but when I was getting my degree during my undergrad, I was struggling really hard with mental health.
Mhm,
And I had really close encounters with the mental health system.
mhm.
And that kind of like led me down this rabbit hole of like, oh my God, shit is so ass. Um,
Wait,
and I
it
was like,
was
okay,
shit ass because saw the mental health system and you're like, Ew, I could do better." Like,
yeah,
"Oh, that's
exactly.
crazy."
I was like, "Oh
Mhm,
my gosh, cause I,
mm,
like, the hospitals are bad, like, and,
mm,
like, I've worked with a lot of therapists that weren't like
Mhm.
great either.
Mhm.
So I was like, I definitely do not wish this on anyone else. And it would be great if we had um, people that actually cared in this field. So I'm going to look into it. And it was like
Mm.
a really last minute decision. Even um, getting this master's degree, I was like, on the fence about it because I had originally wanted to go into something else related to psychology.
Mhm.
Um, but then I was like, oh man, I got to do something about this kind of deal.
That's so righteous though, right? That's so nice and good. I don't know the perfect word for it, right? 'Cause but like that's so like awesome essentially.
But
And
I
then
also feel like it's very like naive and like, hopeful. I know like one person can't change the entire institution, but
yeah, yeah. But you might as well try. Or you might as well
yeah,
do something, right? Might as like you're
yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
I get it though, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I might as well at least help the people I can help. Right?
Yeah, I think that was like my thought process. And now I'm here and it's too late to back out. So
So good luck to me. How much longer do
good
you
luck.
have?
I still have quite a long way to go because I'm not doing a full-time program right now.
Mm.
So it's gonna be a bit.
Wow. Do you feel like mostly school like does school take up most of your time then?
Yeah. It's I think 80% of my time is school.
Wow.
Well, time like away from work because when you're at work, like 100% of your time is
Right,
at
right.
work,
That's
right?
different. Yeah.
But outside of work, outside of streams, most of my time I just spend like studying.
How do you um how do you navigate your time being taken up so much and not having a lot of free time for yourself? What is it where you kind of let go and allow yourself this you feel like, okay, I'm relaxing here.
Oh, I don't really feel like I do that on my free time. I think the times where I really let myself go and relax is when I'm streaming. So I'm really grateful
Mm.
to be a streamer. I think that's a lot of my winding down time. Outside of streams, I don't really do much for myself. Sometimes I go see my friends, but even that's like, let me know a month in advance if you want to meet up.
It's actually
So,
quite a lot. I think people don't realize, but I have trouble with that all the time. Of like they'll uh it's been a couple of times where I'll finish stream and they're like, "Oh, do you want to come over? Like we're just hanging out." And I'm like, "I really really like you guys. I need to just I don't have anything else going on, but I really need to just turn on the TV and just not think right now." You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I experience that maybe a bit more than you do because I'm an introvert.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, even with like online stuff, like people are like, "You want to play a game? You want to get in a call?" I'm like, um,
Ooh,
no,
listen.
I don't. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to you right now.
Honestly, I can't do that either. Like with my free time, I can't just sit in like a VC. There's a lot of VTubers who do that.
Yeah, right? I'm like so jealous because I want to do that, but I know that if I did that, I would die.
Yeah, it's actually like another thing too. I don't know if you have this, but sometimes I get really envious of other VTubers who become like really good friend groups because that's
Mhm.
what they do with each other. They hang out with each other like in their free time in like a VC. And
Yeah.
with me, like, and I'm sure you, with like so much of our time being used for other things already, I don't know. I don't really. It's tough. Not that I don't love it. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun, but then afterwards, I'm like, dang, when do I get to just turn my
Exactly,
brain off?
right? I think that's why people think we hate each other.
Oh my god. Yes. Wait. Why?
I mean, like for a lot of other VTubers. It's you see, like, it's more, like, spontaneous. It's like, "Oh, come join in a call. We'll do a
Oh,
collab."
yeah. Yeah, it's
Right? But for us, it's
true.
like, we have to cancel this collab and push it back, like, 3 weeks.
And then we'll see then too, like, ah, fuck, you know, one of us, like something happens out of nowhere. It's just so, yeah. I think people, it's funny to me though when I first heard that people thought that they hate, like that people thought we hated each other. I was like, is that okay? Sure.
I didn't even know, like, yeah, when Maeve brought it to my attention, I was like, "Huh?
Huh? I don't like. What
I
did we
don't
do?
hate
What did we
you."
say?
Wife, you know I don't hate you. I just got, like, 80 other things going on.
I li- imagine I'm like waking her up next to me in the middle of the night like at midnight, and I'm like, "Baby, do you hate me?"
People are saying you hate me, and I'm like,
People are saying you,
I wake up, I'm like, "Huh?
huh?
Go back to sleep. It's like 4 a.m."
Yeah, exactly. I've had exactly 4 hours of sleep, and I only have 2 more before I need to go to work. Okay, like,
Like, please, I love you.
get,
Shut up.
I love you. Shut the fuck up. No, I get it. I get it. It's actually quite funny though. I think it's funny. So do you ever consider maybe like that's why you do ASMR content, that like maybe it's a little bit more relaxing in your
Mm,
opinion, and that's why you're like,
definitely.
mm, for
Yeah, especially if I've had to, like, work and then do
mm-hmm,
school after that, and then I have to stream. I definitely prefer ASMR streams. It's nice. It's a nice way to calm myself down as well and
mm-hmm.
to end the night for me. Mm.
Is that kind of how you plan your day, you think? That like, or like your schedule, any day that you have like both school and work going on, that if you streamed, it would only be ASMR?
Yeah, pretty much. I try my best to do that, but because I'm working part-time right now,
Mm-hmm.
my shifts are pretty like unpredictable. So
Uh,
I can't say for sure which days I have to work and which days I don't, but I do my best to make sure that if I know I have a long day ahead, I'll stream ASMR instead of like a game.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's good. I'm glad that like you're able to find a good consistent scheduling type, at least feeling, so that you know you mitigate any type like typical burnout. Mm. You're gonna have to send it to me also, how the hell you like schedule your content. I always see your tweets so well, and I'm like, man, I don't remember, like, how do you do that? How do you just come up with shit?
Do what?
Just come up with good like tweets, and like you just tweet consistently, and I'm like, man, I need to remember to tweet consistently, you know?
Because I'm on my phone a lot.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Whenever I give myself a break, it's always to scroll through Twitter. So
Oh, and then you'll just post something the minute you give a break, you get a break.
Mm-mm.
Dang. So is it really
Exactly.
that much of a break? Because then you just have to like think of like a new content thing too.
True. That's why I'm like, I don't really get a break. I'm like technically still working.
How do you feel about that?
Um, it's definitely a lot. I do worry about burnout, but I do enjoy streaming. So yeah, I don't know. I did just go on a break, so that was really nice. I feel like if I had to do this for long periods without a break, it would be difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you schedule time for breaks like that? Like, do you just finished your break? Do you think, all right, I'll give myself another break in like 3 months or something like that?
No, I actually find that taking longer breaks makes me feel even worse and I get more anxiety from it. So I don't like to go on break unless I absolutely have to.
Mm.
I prefer just keeping like maybe a week or so like with lighter streaming content, maybe like 2 streams. Like
Mm.
that's my break.
Mm-mm-mm. Like your 3 or 4 day break, right?
Mm, 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 mm.
Mm-mm-mm. That's understandable though. I also get anxious whenever I'm like gone. I feel really bad, you know? It's
Yeah.
I think it's like something also that with our communities, we don't want to say it, but at the same time, it is true that we always, being in our position, we always think about you guys, which is both a sign of love and also something that we have to do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. No breaks ever again. Did you say that?
I did because as soon as I went on break, I got really, really sick. So,
Okay, fair. You should not do that. Just don't
yeah.
get sick, Sarah.
Okay. I haven't tried that before, but I'll
The
try it now. Thanks a
timing,
lot,
the
Maeve.
timing is insane. Oh gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for all you have to do. I wouldn't have let
I'll
you.
just try not doing it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's good advice.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm glad that at some point you do see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. Have you had a bit of burnout signs like sometime last year, or like are you aware of your burnout signs?
I think so. I think I'm at a point where I know, like, okay, I need to take a break. I need to stop and just take a step away from all of this. So I don't think it's gotten to the point where I've been actually burnt out. So I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's hard to really tell, like, am I burnt out from streaming? Am I burnt out from school? Or am I burnt
Mm,
out from the 500 other things that are constantly attacking me?
right, right. I don't even know like when I start getting. I think maybe I'm starting to try and learn how to be able to properly figure out my signs of burnout because it's always so different between everyone, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
And it's long, copious amounts of gaming because I'm not a gamer. Not really, you know?
Oh.
And then it's like if I start suddenly getting really heavy into gaming all the time, I'm like, I wonder what I'm avoiding right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm also very curious as to why it becomes that. Do you have any type of gaming you actually are like, yeah, I do like this one actually. I am this kind of gamer maybe.
Oh, I like League of Legends. Like, I like other games too. Like, League of Legends isn't my favorite game, but like, I like League of Legends. Like, yeah, I play League of Legends.
Like like usual normal League of Legends or like ARAM or whatever they call it.
Oh, anything. I'll play anything other than TFT.
I was just gonna say, what about like Team Fortress 2?
No, disgusting.
Is that what it's called? Is TF?
Team Fight Tactics.
Oh, okay. Wow. That is a
Don't play
very
that game, mate.
what League of Legends?
Yeah, but mostly TFT. If you play League of Legends, I'll forgive you.
The fact that you would forgive me, even though you very much do play it.
Just because I'm mentally ill doesn't mean I want you to be mentally ill as well, love.
That's so true, my love. You should I fix that? Should I try and stop you from being that kind of mentally ill?
No, I think you need to let me have this.
Because she's like, listen, I only get 20 minutes. I get 1 hour.
Literally.
I only get 1 hour a day. That hour is spent in one match. You got it?
People think like I'm addicted, but I like only get to play League of Legends maybe once every like 3 weeks because I just don't have time.
Mm-hmm. It just so happens that you like it.
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
No.
Your facial expression right then was no. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is there a game type you think you're good at?
Well, being good at a game, it's like, Well, I like playing like um JRPGs, but like
Ah.
I think it's like not really. Oh, I'm really good at JRPGs. It's like, what?
It's
Right? Like I like Fire Emblem, games like Persona, um, yeah, those kind of games. I also really like farming sims, but can you really be good at a farming sim? I don't know about that either.
are you the type to just how clean does your farm have to be?
What do you mean by clean?
Like how organized does your farm have to be?
Oh, very organized. I'm a big hoarder, so I have to hoard everything and organize everything.
Yes, I know you're a big hoarder, honey. You're a carbuncle. You're carbuncle.
Yeah, I have to have so many chests, and they have to look perfect. Otherwise, I'll die.
Are you like specifically almost kind of thinking of Stardew Valley?
I actually have never played that much Stardew Valley. I've only gone through like maybe the first, maybe not even the first year of Stardew. Um, I play more Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Rune Factory.
Mm.
Um, mhm.
Sarah, what it constitutes a collab you'll say yes or no to?
I don't like a lot of one-on-one collabs. So,
Goodbye,
um,
everybody. Goodbye.
no,
This was
no, no.
great.
The fact that I'm doing one with you, it means I love you very, very much.
Thank you, my love. I would hope so. To any single fucking person who now you know.
Yeah,
My
I'm
face
like,
just
unless I'm really close to the person or like we've been friends for a while or we
Mhm.
just get along really well, I typically am like, oh, can we do like a bigger group collab?
Why do you think that is?
I just think for collabs, for me, because I don't have a whole ton of time, I pick my collabs uh, more carefully in that it's not about like numbers, but it's more so about like how fun the collab is going to be. If it's someone I've like barely ever spoken to and you just throw
Mhm.
me in a room with them and it's just us, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, this is my precious time that I'm spending being awkward with someone live on stream, you know?
Wow. Yeah, she's very I feel so special. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, um, okay. I have something way different. When
Mhm.
hmm, this is actually a question that I ended up loving to ask almost anybody, but it's kind of deep. It's kind of deep.
Hmm.
Is there, and what is it, something that has happened to you that changed the way you loved forever?
Something that has happened to me that changed the way I've loved forever?
Hmm.
So what kind of love are we talking about
It
here?
can be any
Or
kind, like it can be familial, it can be romantic, it can even be just really, really close friendship and care. You know.
huh.
Hmm.
This is a deep question. I think for me, um there really hasn't been a whole ton of romantic love going on in my
Hmm.
life. So I can't really speak on that, but I think um I think for me, uh there was this point in my life where there was a very drastic change in like my social circle. Um when I was younger, so think like high school, middle school,
Hmm.
um I was a lot more extroverted. Probably not because I wanted to be, but more so because I felt like I had to be. So
Hmm.
I had a really, really large social circle with a whole lot of friends. that I would see like frequently, well, like daily basically, because you go to school every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and for me, a lot of those relationships were very surface level, and they didn't really mean a whole ton to me. And then I went through that terrible time in my life in university where I basically shut myself up in my own little corner. And I was like, okay, everybody's gone. I will not talk to anybody ever again.
Wow.
And then yeah, it was during that time where um, I really got to know my actual friends, I guess. I'm not saying like my acquaintances or like my friends before weren't actual friends, but I think it really changed the way that I saw like friendships, relationships, and just the way that I connected with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What was it?
yeah,
What did they do that made you feel like these are the friends that I feel are more connected?
yeah, I was just like pushing everyone away at the time because I didn't want to deal with anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that stuck around and the people who didn't take it personally, um, ended up, being my closest friends.
Mm-hmm.
And um, nowadays, like, I don't see some of my friends for months at a time. Like, we always joke about, like, oh, I saw you guys last year. And when we meet up, it's like, no time has passed. We're still good friends. And I think those are like the relationships that I really hold dear to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just that like understanding that people need space, different people need different um levels of comfort,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay. It's not like a personal a personal attack if I don't talk to you for 3 months.
Mm-mm. Also, some people were like upset that you would, for example, not
Yeah,
be able
very much
to.
so. Yeah.
Oh.
Um, there were people who thought like well, it's understandable, right? Because during that time, I was very much like I shut everybody out, and people were like upset that I was ghosting them.
Uh-huh.
And no, it makes sense. But once I explain it, if you're still like not cool with it, then I was like, oh, well, what am I supposed to tell you? I was
Yeah, by the
mentally
way, I'm
ill.
like having a huge issue, but sure.
Yeah, so I
Mm.
think after that I was like, oh, the meaning of like friendship and like love for other people and like companionship really changed for me. I
Mm.
realized that I didn't have to be so anxious about like having everybody like me.
Mm. Mm. Well, I'm really glad that there still was a bunch of, you know, the friends that you did figure out who were so who like were very understanding, right? Because I also could not be that type of person where like if somebody was expecting to speak to me like every day, even every other day, you know, or like they
Yeah.
messaged me and I don't get back to them in a week. And they're like, honestly, I don't think, we're blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I honestly also don't think that we should be friends because let me tell
Yeah.
you, like, I just can't do it, buddy. Like, this is a lot.
Exactly. It's
Mm.
it's so funny because all of my friends, even like the VTubers that I'm close with, they know like I'm most likely not gonna respond for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month or two. Like
Mm-hmm. No, no,
like they have
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, like they understand, and I think those are my true friends.
Do you ever tell your like friends too, the ones that are a little bit closer who understand you? Do you ever tell them, like, if I don't respond within like a week, don't forget, like, just message me again?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, if I don't respond, it's either because I'm really busy, or
Mm-hmm.
I thought I responded, or I opened your message and then thought to myself, I'll respond later,
And then
and
you
I
felt,
forgot.
yeah, and then you fall asleep or something, right?
Yeah,
I'm actually really
yeah.
thankful that you said all this because I always feel bad that I don't respond on time to you. But that's because I
I
don't respond
literally
on
never
time to
respond on time to
anybody.
you. So
Yeah. I like it's because I think the both of us are just that type of people in which we always have like something to do. This is me. I'm like I see it and then I fall back asleep. I see it and then and then if I don't have the
Exactly.
notification, like since it's not anything.
Yeah.
If I haven't responded in 3 to 5 business days, try again. And even then, I might still not
Yeah.
respond. But just to let you know, you know
And
what I
for me,
mean?
I don't respond unless I know I have time to actually talk to you. So,
Right.
like, I don't wanna, like, start a conversation and then disappear in, like, 10 minutes, right? So,
Right.
I like to put it off until I know, "Okay, I have the energy and I have the time to have an actual conversation with you,"
Hmm.
and, most of the times, people respond right away, but if they don't respond, then it's like, "Oh, well, I'll see you in another 3 weeks."
No, I at this point I'll have to just tell people, right? Like, oh, I'm sorry if I don't respond to you. I just don't respond to you. Just send me again. You'll have to just play phone tag with me, you know?
Exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, and it's valid if people don't like that. Like, people need different things, right? And
Right.
to some people, it might be rude, it might be disrespectful, and I get it.
Have you ever had so bad a reaction in regards to something like that? That like it's still like weird now.
Oh yeah, like with my IRL friends during that time where I was ghosting everyone, like some of the people I did have to just cut out of my life and relationships with. Um but there are people who are like, "Okay, yeah, I understand." And then they
Mm-hmm.
continue pushing the same thing, right?
That
And
is the
then it just
worst.
gets really awkward, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're still technically friends, but like we both
Mm,
hate communicating with each other. So
right. I actually that's one of the worst for me because how many more times do I need to tell you, hey, no. You know? Like, hey, it's not gonna work out
yeah.
that way, buddy.
And then like I think this one specific example of this friend, um, she's really extroverted. She's really outgoing. She's fun. She's energetic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she goes out like every single day, basically. And then we had that issue, right? And then when
Mm-hmm.
I finally like met up with her in person after a couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
she would like make backhanded compliments and be like, "Oh, see, Sarah's finally here. Like Sarah's finally doing fun things." And I'm just
Oh,
like,
ew.
going,
I hate
I
that.
know.
I hate that for you. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, well,
And so they're not
now
friends
I'm
with you
never
now,
gonna do
right?
fun things with you again.
I know. I was like, so they're not friends with you anymore, right?
Not anymore, no.
Okay. Did
But
you
we were friends for like a really long time, so it was really hard for me to like cut it off, but it is what it is.
so
We needed different things.
you're the one that cut it off?
Yeah.
Hmm. What gave you that courage to do it? Because I can only assume that it's
I
not like so easy. It's not like it's easy for you, I would only assume. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, we're still like in each other's circles and we're not like enemies or anything. We still talk, but
Mhm.
we're not like as close as we were before, and we don't like go out of our way to try to maintain that amount of closeness anymore, which I think has been
Mm,
good for both of us.
I see.
But for me, it was just realizing that as you grow older, you find other people, and you just grow apart, and
Mm,
it was okay. It
yeah.
was difficult to arrive at that decision, but I think it was good for both of us.
Would you say that you're like a very mature person in your relationships?
I think more recently, yes. My frontal lobe has developed, and now I see things very
My
clearly.
frontal lobe is developed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and also I'm more educated now, so I I guess I'm able to see things from more perspectives. But
Mm.
when I was younger, I was definitely like a very anxious person, and I was like, "Oh, I have to do this for this relationship. Oh, I have to do this for this person. I have to get them to like me," kind of deal, you know?
Mm, mm, mm. I think I'm kind of like still stuck in that area of people pleasing. You know what I mean? Where that's why
Oh,
I'm
I'm
like,
still a big people pleaser.
do you, so you just like kind of maybe weigh out like how much you want to please a person or not?
Yeah, I think like it's not necessarily a bad thing to be a people pleaser,
Hmm.
but I think you should channel your people pleasing energy to people that will actually appreciate it.
True. That is literally, yeah, very, very true. Do you feel then one of maybe like a specific friend of yours during that time that was a little bit more um like God, like somebody that you feel so thankful for, and like is there a main reason for why you feel more thankful for that person than like other people that stuck by you during that time?
I feel like I'm thankful for all the people that did stick by me because I was a mess.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Um,
really mm-hmm.
yeah, there's no like one particular person. I mean, all the people that did stick by me and are still in my life today, I'm like really, really grateful for it. Um, yeah, I feel like I would feel bad if I was like, oh, this one friend, oh, I love
I love her specifically. Haha.
her.
It's okay. We all know you love me specifically. That's fine.
That's true. That's why we sleep together every night.
I know. She's such a nice and cute sleeper, you guys. You'll like turn around, you'll be like, oh, that's my wife. I'll be so happy about it.
Oh. Do you
Aww.
kick in your sleep?
I don't. I'm a very good
Good.
sleeper.
Me too.
Yeah?
But I'm a very light sleeper. So that
Same.
means you haven't woken me up, which means that we're perfect for
We're
each other.
perfect for each other, actually. No, that's exactly the same issue. I feel like I'm a generally light sleeper. So when people, it sucks too because if there's thin walls in places, if, even if I have my own room, if other people leave and like use a bathroom that's like across from my
Yeah.
room, I'm like, all right, I'm up. I just check my phone.
Yeah. Literally, if I hear my dog walking down the hallway with my door closed, like I wake up.
Oh my God. It's the worst. Is it like maybe like an overworked thing? Like, oh, we're overworked, and so we don't sleep well?
Oh, I've always been like this, even
Oh,
when I was a
really?
kid. Yeah. I used to sleep with my mom. We
Hmm.
shared a bed for quite a few years.
Hmm.
And my mom, after she gave birth to my brother, she started snoring.
Oh,
And
no.
I was like, but there was nowhere else for me to go to sleep, right?
Hmm.
So it was really bad.
Oh my gosh. Are you still close with your mom now?
Yeah. Actually, not too long ago, we've had to um, sleep on the same bed again. She was visiting me when I was in university, and I lived in dorms.
Hmm.
And we had one bed um, that we shared, and it was the same thing. She was snoring, and I was
And you're
like,
like,
okay,
leave.
I just won't sleep.
Oh, I guess I'm just not gonna sleep tonight.
I just won't sleep.
You ever hear that thing about people who snore that you just like hit them like once or something and they like jolt just enough to stop snoring?
I don't think that works.
Real Nah, nah. I had an aunt. She like was just a terrible snorer because she loves to drink, and unfortunately, she was a type of drinker that snored when she did, right? But maybe it's because she drank, I suppose. And like when you drink, you just
Mm-mm.
sleep differently. But then I'll
Yeah.
literally just shove her once, like really hard, just once, and then she'll stop snoring. And I'm like, oh, thank God, at least long enough for me to like go back to sleep, right?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, like I find that if I like just wake them up, they stop snoring,
Oh my God, okay. I didn't mean that.
right?
Do you have like when you are a light sleeper? Do you have any other bad habits when you light sleep? Like,
um, I have like this really weird relationship with sleep because it takes me a really long time to fall asleep.
mm-hmm.
I wake up really easily, and but I also need, like, a lot of sleep to feel energized.
Mm-mm.
Um, so it's really weird. And also I've had, like, this it's not like a habit per se, but there was this period of time in my life where I kept, getting sleep paralysis.
Oh, understandable.
Yeah, it was so bad to the point where this was when I was younger. It was
Uh-huh.
really bad. I was like, "Mom, we have to sleep in the same bed again." And she was like, "Why?" And then I just started crying. I was like, "I keep getting sleep paralysis."
Oh,
Um,
poor baby.
yeah, it was the type where, like, I would get sleep paralysis,
Uh-huh.
manage to wake myself up, and then
Uh-huh.
as soon as I go back to sleep, I would be back.
Oh, yeah. I get that. I get sleep paralysis now, but only when I like sleep in weird places. Like if I sleep in a car or something, I'll,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Or like if
You know, it's funny. I get it now too. Yeah.
do you have a demon?
So, okay, my sleep
Pardon.
paralysis is weird. I've only ever seen something once. My experience with sleep paralysis is that I experience other senses. So I hear things. Like I hear
Mm.
music, I hear
Whoa.
people talking, and uh I experience touch. So the demon is literally molesting me.
Oh my God. That's way,
Yeah.
oh lordy.
The
I
only thing I've ever seen in any of my sleep paralysis was the first time I had it, and
mhm.
it was my dad. I couldn't see his face, I could only see, his torso, and he was just standing right next to my bed, and it wasn't scary because I knew it was my dad, but it was really weird because I was like, "What is going on?"
Mm. Because like with the whole sleep
Um,
paralysis, it's like it's hard to like you can't move your body, you can't scream, you can't do anything. You just have to deal
yeah.
with it until you're able to either wake yourself up or somebody wakes you up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I would hear like creepy, like music box, like music,
Oh my.
footsteps. Yeah, footsteps, people knocking, um, people touching all over me. So
Oh.
it was really bad, but it just kept happening like every single night. Eventually, what I ended up doing to get over it was I went to sleep in my sleep
In your
paralysis.
sleep paralysis, you were like, you know what? Shut up. And then you went to
I'll just close my eyes and
you're
go
just
back to
like,
sleep.
okay. That's insane.
Yeah,
Wow.
so now I don't even try waking myself up. I just go to sleep in my sleep.
I should try that, honestly. I feel like
I'm
I
like,
should try
"Yeah,
that.
okay. Like, okay, cool. Go ahead, touch me. I'm just gonna sleep now."
I fell asleep because I'll visit my family home sometimes, and um, if I if I'm like kind of waiting for my parents before doing anything, I'll just take a cute little nap in the couch. Usually it's
Mm,
that couch too that I get sleep paralysis, but one time my siblings and I were waiting for my parents to come home before we were supposed to go do something, and I took a nap on the couch, and I got sleep paralysis, and literally in my sleep paralysis, I was trying to wake up, and at some point, because then in your sleep paralysis, it's kind of like it'll trick you into thinking it's like the same form as how you're sleeping, right? Like if you
mm.
wake up in your sleep paralysis, it looks like, oh yeah, I'm awake when you're not. And so
Yeah.
so my sibling is still
Yeah.
there, and I'm like trying to wake up, and I'm like yelling like help, help. And believe it or
I've done
not,
that too.
yeah, but like you can't when you like try to yell it, nothing comes out. But I like tried to like jolt myself awake, and the one time I was able to jolt myself awake right before I had to like fall back into sleep paralysis, I was able to just go help, and like my sibling turned around and was like my sibling literally like shook me awake, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, like as if this happened like every day because it happens so often, right? But my sibling looks
That's so
like I don't
funny.
live with my sibling anymore, so my sibling looks right at me, and they were like, what's wrong with you, are you okay? And I was like, oh, it's sleep paralysis, like, oh yeah. Thank you, I needed that. But like, can you I don't know, I I I couldn't imagine having my sibling, right? Like the same sibling, just freaking out of nowhere in the middle of their sleep looking at me and going, help. Like,
Oh. You would think they're possessed or
exactly. Res me guardian. God, that's so funny. Wait, do you watch scary movies?
I do.
Do you ever feel like some of those sounds or like, yeah, some of those sounds or music or whatever that you hear, can you ever recognize them from a scary movie, you think?
I don't think so. I watch a lot of scary movies. Like, I love scary movies, but as soon as I watch them, I forget them. So,
That's
like,
insane. Wait, what kind of scary
right?
movies? Like slashers or like psychological?
Oh, all of them. All of them.
Oh.
Like thrillers, like supernatural
Excuse
stuff,
me.
slashers, all of them. I just forget it. Like, I've had to watch like the Conjuring movies like a billion times before I could even differentiate them between Conjuring and what was the other one? See, I don't even remember. The other one with the same guy.
Do they like not scare you enough? Is that why? Like the look of it, the like the creepy music, like that doesn't make your hair tingle?
I mean, like, when I'm watching it in the moment, I'm like, "Oh, this is scary," but then afterwards when I was younger, they would haunt me, so I would never watch them. But now I'm like, I've watched so many of them, so it's like, I watch them, forget about them, and move on.
That's insane. So you wouldn't be able to like see in your mind's eye anything scary right now, right?
Oh, no, I can see it, like, if I thought of, like, The Grudge, I can see The Grudge, you know?
Uh-huh. No, couldn't be
But
me. I only assumed that like, oh, maybe you're hearing these like creepy music or whatever because it's, you know, it's like from a movie. And like, cause what back then, you know how you say like you can't sleep with listening to ASMR anymore because it gives you such weird, vivid dreams.
mm.
Yeah, I can't sleep listening to crime documentaries anymore because they're crime documentaries. But I used
So funny.
But I used to like, because a crime documentary, like I had a YouTuber I really liked who did crime documentary stuff, and each one of his videos was like 30 minutes. I'd stack them as if I like didn't fall asleep to them within the first hour, anyways, you know. But I'd stack them to be like 3 hours long, and so in the middle of the night, I only assume that my subconscious is still listening to creepy ass shit that's happening. You know what I mean?
Ah!
Yeah.
That's so funny. I do like a similar thing. I watch a lot of Markiplier and like Jacksepticeye and like horror game YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
because I can't play a lot of horror games because I get motion sick because a lot of them are first person. So I like watching other people play them, and I don't sleep to them because they yell a lot. But sometimes I do like fall asleep and then I wake up. They like scream like ah. I'm like, oh, what's happening?
Oh my god!
And I wake up, right?
Wow.
But this one time, it was night. I was watching a Markiplier video. I think I must have dozed off for a few minutes. I woke up and like slammed my laptop shut. I went back to sleep, and then in the middle of the night, like some dude just started yelling and screaming. I woke up
from the laptop.
From the laptop. The laptop was closed. I don't know what happened. The video started playing, and it was just Markiplier freaking screaming.
Oh
And
my
it was
god!
so scary.
Holy, yeah, I would be scared too if the laptop was freaking closed and it was still. So you like opened it and you saw the video was still playing.
Yeah, and this wasn't even like immediately after. It was like a good couple of hours of sleep, and then randomly Markiplier screams in my ear.
Technology was just messing with you.
And I opened the laptop and Markiplier was playing, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, I get that. I fell asleep to Markiplier. I started falling asleep to Markiplier for a little bit also, before I moved on to falling asleep to Queso, who's also loud. Yeah. And also a horror game streamer. What is it with listening to horror? I mean, I don't play horror games, but I love to watch because I'm terrified of horror. Not like the other part. But I don't understand. I guess it's a thing because now I realize all of the YouTubers that I watched, if not doing crime documentaries, are like horror game YouTubers. Because then it was like, what?
That's so funny. Same.
Manly Badass Hero. Like, I fell asleep to him all the time too. So, huh. Interesting.
Real.
This says,
That's so funny.
yeah, I'm like, this says something about us.
Instead of ASMR, we're watching horror gameplays.
Seems like it. Seems like it. I think it does. It did, like, watching them play horror games, though, did help me be more okay playing horror games. Not that I ever would choose to, though. You know?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps.
Like, now I watch them play a game, and I'm like, I know exactly what's gonna happen every time. Yay, let's play, you know?
But it still scares me.
You just forget it. Oh my God. Why don't we have more? We need to find a person that plays the horror games so that we can just watch together.
That is so true.
Yeah, and just like scream on their behalf.
We have to find Queso or Markiplier, I guess.
Queso, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Manly Badass Hero. Call us if you want a funny VTuber gal who will just sit there and enjoy your gameplay. Oh my God.
They're like, please, why would we do this?
Yeah, please don't. Somebody send them.
Stay away from me.
Stay away. Oh God. Do you believe in supernatural stuff though?
Nope.
Oh.
Not at all.
Do you think maybe that's why you're not afraid of like horror stuff?
I think so. I think for me, I'm more so afraid of like a bad guy breaking into my house and stabbing me in the middle of the night.
Ah, that's crazy.
You know, because that can happen.
No, that definitely
that
can.
is possible.
Oh my God, I'm having like a whole like brain blast right now. Okay, you're not as afraid of supernatural things. So you're
Right.
so you like can fall asleep to, or well, not fall asleep, but like you can watch it, right?
Yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
assume watching crime scene documentaries would be a little bit more like yikes for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It is. I did have like this phase where I love true crime documentaries, but I had to watch it with someone else. Like I can't watch it myself.
Oh, okay. That's understandable. See, I'm a big believer in supernatural things. My family, yeah, and my
Mm.
family is like super big believers also. My family, like a lot of them being, what do they call it? Affected or whatever. Right? And so I can't watch scary supernatural things at all.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I think that's why it's easier for me to just fall asleep to crime documentary stuff. I don't know why. But I'm having a brain blast where it's like, oh, that's why we can watch other things. You know what I mean? Like I watch like no, because Ghost Adventures is supernatural, but I can't watch it like in a movie. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand. When I was younger, I was also like a big believer of the supernatural, and like I watched The Grudge, and I could not sleep for like days.
I actually feel that. It's actually quite dumb. Do you know, what is that scary movie like 2 or 4 or something? The one with like the little boy Grudge.
Oh yeah.
So one time, they were playing that at my like great uncle's house years ago when I was like 6 or 7 or whatever. I don't know. Years ago. And they were playing it, but they had like the sound off. And so it never even sounded funny, right? And it doesn't look funny. All I was able to see was this
Oh my
creepy ass
God.
looking, boy in like gray, like terrifying eyes, okay? And because of that, I wasn't able to sleep for days either. And it was scary. It was like scary movie. Yeah, I don't know, 2, 3, or 4, something like that. It was like supposed to be
It
like a
wasn't
comedy
even a scary movie.
Yeah, it wasn't even
it
an
was
actual scary movie. It was like scary movie parody.
Oh my gosh.
I
I
know.
love that for you. You just got traumatized by a
I
parody.
Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely did. Oh, so do you like slashers too?
Yeah, I do like slashers. Um, I think slashers don't scare me as much as like a true crime documentary. So
Mm-mm.
they're
Yeah,
more so like more exaggerated, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Chances of me being murdered by I don't know, Chucky.
by a reanimated doll.
Yeah, probably not very high.
Not as high. No, I had a friend who started getting me into slashers, right? Through Dead by Daylight. And I watched a couple of them and I was like, "Wait a minute. This is this is good." So now I'm actually into,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, "Oh, well this is actually just, yes, it's like a thriller, like it's like, oh, what's going to happen kind of stuff. But also the story is kind of good. Like the acting's pretty good. I think my favorite slasher is Ghostface. Hmm.
Oh, Ghostface is good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because I think the Scream trilogy or the anthology has only gotten better.
I agree. The recent movies are really good too.
Mm-hmm. I think in the newest one they're bringing back some more original cast players, so I'm looking forward to it.
I don't. I'm sure that's exciting, but I don't remember anyone. So
I
have
think
I
it's
watched
only
the movies? Yes, but
do what is your most like memorable movie watching experience? Maybe one where you like
oh,
cried, or one where you were like, I hated this. This is bullshit, and you were like incredibly angry, or something that happened
oh,
in.
I watched like a whole ton of really, really bad movies, and they always leave me so upset. But I don't really remember like a lot of really good movies that I was like, oh my god, this changed my life. But I I it's embarrassing admitting this, but it tracks because I love all kinds of shonen slop when it comes to like anime and manga.
Mm-hmm.
So it tracks that I am also into Marvel slop. So a
It's
lot of
okay. I
MCU
also love
movies.
Marvel slop. I mean, not the most. I haven't
Let's
seen the most
go.
recent ones, but like all the way up
Yeah.
until, yeah,
Peak Marvel, you know?
yeah,
Peak Marvel
yeah.
is good. I remember going into Endgame with a couple of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was so long, and I've rewatched that movie like so many times. But that first time I watched it, I was like, "Wow,
It was amazing. No, I mean,
it
I
was
totally
so
get
good!"
it. It was perfect. It was genuinely perfect. I genuinely think
And
that Marvel has a peak for a reason. A lot of people watch Marvel for a reason. You guys don't lie about it, okay?
true. I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening? This is so good. There are so many actors in this
I
movie."
it's so great. You know what's great too, but like as a Marvel, I feel like Marvel with the so many famous actors moment, they build all that up, right? I'm It's
Yeah.
even worse. I'm into like rom-com slop that has a bunch of famous actors all doing some random shit in it. Like Valentine's Day had Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift date each other, and they were in that for like 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes
I
even.
love those
Yeah,
cameos.
yeah,
So good.
exactly. It was called Valentine's Day, and they have another one called New Year's Eve. And like, I love that shit. It's so cheesy. It's my favorite thing in the world. And I get to see all the people I like, you know?
Valid. Yeah. That's that's how I feel about horror movies. There's not a lot of like I like cameos, but like
Hmm.
whenever I'm like, "Oh, this person was in this horror movie." I'm like, "Ah, nice."
Really? Do you feel that way? Like, do they like
Yeah.
share a lot? Do they share a lot of like
They do. Like you can tell like when an actor is like just a horror movie actor.
like who?
Um, Okay, I don't remember their names. I remember their faces. I'm gonna have to Google this. There are like so many of them. Like, oh, his name is Patrick Wilson. He's in
Patrick
The Conjuring. He's
Wilson.
in Insidious. He's just like in so many
Oh,
and in like
wait.
random horror movies too,
Oh my
like Tall
God.
Grass.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
I know
wow.
this guy. Oh, it's because he played one of the he played one of the old like ghost hunting people.
Yeah. He's in the series. He's in like a lot of the series and like also random one-off movies too. I'm like
The
okay.
Nun. Is the Nun a Conjuring thing?
The Nun is
Apparently he's in the Nun.
yeah, I think it's part of the Conjuring universe. The Nun, Annabelle. I think that's all in one universe.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then he's also in the Insidious universe. So
I didn't. Well, maybe it is the Insidious universe now also the Conjuring universe. Are they in the same
I don't think
universe?
so. I
No?
don't think so, but yeah, no, I don't think so. He's like two different characters.
Damn, that's insane. I was actually thinking about that one monster, dude. The one that played the one that's always like a creepy monster dude now. Bill Skarsgård? Isn't he like yeah. Oh, he's like in Nosferatu. He was It.
Yeah.
Right? And then I feel like I've seen him in another, or maybe did I not?
Oh, he's in The Barbarian. He's like in so many of them.
Yeah. Villains. I don't know. It's very interesting to see stuff like that. I get it now. You're right. Oh, or like what's his? Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. I totally forget. He's now in FNAF series. Who was the original, one of the original killers of original Ghostface killers. Am I dumb? I can't. The FNAF series. I know. I feel like such a little goof, but movie. Do I have to write movie? Matthew Lillard.
Matt Pat. Oh, you mean Matt Pat?
Matt the Matrick Patrick. Matthew Lillard. You.
I know. It was Scooby-Doo, right?
Yeah, he was Scooby-Doo, but he was actually also one of the original Ghostface killers. So he was in Scream and Scream 2.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scooby-Doo, my favorite horror movie.
Like, it's true, actually. Absolutely. Honestly, some things about like stuff back then, like children's stuff back then, we should not have seen them. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I agree. I know exactly what you mean.
Anything by Courage the Cowardly Dog, I should have never seen ever in my life, I feel like.
I have actually never seen it.
Courage the good. They like used to play it late because in Asia, you would get all of the stuff that came out in North America like late, like months to years late. And so, but like I knew it as a kid, and then I like rewatched it later, and I was like, this is scary. Why am I watching this? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's the same for kids these days too, but they have like even more horror slop, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, like Garden of Banban. Like those things should not be for kids, but kids love it.
Kids love it. I think it's like it's a curiosity thing, morbid curiosity thing, right?
Yeah, and, like, it doesn't help that the games are, like, designed in a way where it's like, "Oh, it's so colorful, it's for kids," you know?
Ooh,
Like
yeah. No, it's actually I found out, like, a younger cousin, was super into FNAF, like, she had her own FNAF universe character, like
I
OC.
love that for her.
I
She had an
know. She
OC.
had a FNAF OC, and I, like I first there was a reason, right? But then after that reason, I basically had to play like a bunch of FNAF games and like learn about FNAF. And like when I got the chance to finally talk to her, I was like, "Oh my god, like you're FNAF, am I right?" She was already over it.
I'm
She already
so
I know
sorry.
she already grew
Oh.
out of it. Children's like attention span nowadays.
It's true. I work with kids.
Mhm.
So, when I'm, like, at work, a lot of the kids would talk about things like they talk a lot about Minecraft, but it's like FNAF, just like, like Poppy's Playtime, and then,
Mm.
they think that the adults don't understand what they're talking about, and sometimes they just say their darndest things, and then I'm like, "Actually, that's inappropriate," and then they're like, "You know what this means?"
They have no idea that you probably know closer than anybody. Oh,
Yeah, they don't even know the FNAF lore. I watched all the Maticus Paticus videos,
the
okay?
Patrick videos. I was there on the day he left, you understand?
Yeah, I watched his graduation stream. Come on.
Wait, did you actually watch all the Matt Pat videos?
I didn't watch all of them, but for FNAF, yeah, I did.
Oh my god. That is actually so funny. Great. The both of us. When are we gonna play FNAF together? The new one.
I've only played the first one. I haven't played any of the other ones.
Now you have to play the new one.
I think the new ones will give me motion sickness.
It's true. It's true. This actually did happen to me most recently. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Marvel Rivals, right? I
Mm.
talked to my younger cousin. He's like 16, 17, or something like that. And I'm like, try it's a family holiday. And I'm trying to make conversation. I'm like, what are you into nowadays? Like, what do you do? I was like, I don't really do anything. Just I hang out. I play video games with my friends. And I'm like, oh, what video games? And he's like, you know, it's kind of like a new game. You can tell that he's looking at me as if he's looking at me thinking like she won't know, right? Like there's no reason that I should tell her, right? And when I finally egg it out of him, I'm like, he's like, it's this like game that just came out. It's blah, 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 Marvel Rivals. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. I've heard too much. I've heard Marvel Rivals more than you've heard your mother talk to you. Okay? Like, but they don't know, they just don't know that like we have to be in this culture. Do you know what I mean? So it's funny.
I know exactly what you mean. That's so
Mm.
funny. It's this cool new game that you wouldn't know. Rivals.
Wait, how old are the kids that you have to take care of?
So I've worked with all them kids, but nowadays I work mostly in elementary schools.
Oh, so you're like a teacher.
Um, I don't teach my own class, but
Mm-mm.
if I wanted to, technically I could, but I work with special needs kids.
Mm-mm. So you like co-teach.
Yes, basically.
Mm. I love that they still like think that you know that you just don't get it though.
It's so funny because the younger kids, they're always like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Guess." And they're like, "Are you 16?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Yes, I am
yes,
16
I am
years old."
16. Yes, I am 16. Thank you.
And then they're like, "Hmm, are you 30?" And then I'm like, "I don't know. Am I 30?" And then they're like, "Whoa, 30 's so old. You're older than my parents." I'm like, "I'm not 30, but thanks."
That is the craziest thing I forget is possibly true.
Right?
Oh my
Like,
god. Yeah.
this one boy was like, "Are you 30?" I didn't tell him that I wasn't 30. I don't tell them my age, right? And then they're like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, you're 30? You're older than my mom." And I'm like,
That's I hate that. I hate that so much. This is the worst.
okay.
This is the worst thing for me to hear ever. 'Cause in my, as like a Selkie, I'm old, right? And I fucking hate
I'm only
this.
3, so
Yeah, you're only 3. Like, somebody earlier was like, as a teen, isn't she 3? And I'm like, yeah, her teen years were like 2.5. Okay, so
yeah, I just passed my teen years. I just grew my frontal lobe, guys.
you guys, see, seriously, get it together. How do you not even know about Sarah? God.
Gosh, you don't even know my lore.
Get it together. All right. So, we're heading up, and there's always a question I ask at the end of one of these podcasts. But before that, I wanted to say I love you so much. I had a wonderful time. Thank you very, very much for
I
coming
love
on,
you.
especially while you were sick and on your period. I will kiss your boo boo later. I just
Ayo.
I adore you so much, and I really am so glad to be able to not just talk with you and hang with you like this, but be able to actually talk and hang normally as people
Mhm.
every one day after 3 months of not being able to because we're working, you know?
You know, that's like my strongest friendships. The fact that you understand and
Yeah,
you're okay with it, and we're still tight like that, you know?
you just gotta. You just gotta. Where's the boo
Yeah,
boo?
thank you
The
for
woo
having
the
me.
Of course, thank you. My question at the end always is, what is one thing you would like to share, not just about yourself, not just about, I mean, like, it can be about yourself, but like, it it can be about yourself. It can be just a message out to the world. It can be something that you want people to know about you, something you want to change, an announcement, plug yourself, all the other fun stuff. What is something you want to share?
This is a good question.
hmm It's like, here's your
Um,
soapbox. Here's your soapbox and platform.
well, before I get into that, I want to return the love. I love you so
Oh,
much, Maeve.
I love you.
I seriously feel like you're my wife, you're my sister. I'm so glad I get to go on this journey with
I
you. Like,
know.
I don't want to do this with anyone else, you know. I'm so glad that we're together, and even if things change in the future, you know, I want to do it with you.
I know. We actually talked about that. We were like, someday when we're old and gray and we're not doing this anymore, whatever you're doing, I'm also doing, okay?
Exactly. We're going to do it together.
Regardless. So good luck, buddy. Oh my god.
Stuck with me forever and ever.
No, I'm happy. I think that both of us really do kind of like have the same mindset through a lot of things. So I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
Mm.
And as for your question, I think what I wanted to say is that um I think that this is a good year for Faker to win another world championship after he's already won twice in a row. And I think that if you believe that Faker won't win League of Legends World Championship 2025, then you're a bozo and a loser. And even though he has Doran as his top laner, it's totally fine. Did you not see him win his match against Hanwha Life? He was balling. I believe in the Doran stocks, and I believe in T1, and Faker's gonna win again. That's it.
Woo! T1. I know T1. Yeah. I know T1. Woo!
Yep.
We believe in
My
T1.
friend, we do. My friend actually went to Korea, and I asked him to buy me T1 merch, and he was like, "I can't bring back merch for you." And I was like, "Please!" And then he bought a hat, but it's a red hat. So now I'm like, "Oh well, I can't wear that." But okay.
Well, why couldn't he just buy a T1 shirt or like merch for you?
He was like, "Oh, I have room in my suitcase for a shirt."
Oh my god. Why do they have to be like this?
Whatever.
They're liars.
Whatever.
Liars.
I know you can't just shove a shirt in your backpack.
You're a fucking liar. Whoever you are, just know you're a fucking liar. Wait, when does it happen? When do the championships happen?
Around October, November. So it's gonna be a while still.
Mm-mm. Okay. I wanted to know in case I was able to go. I won't even like I used to, this sounds ridiculous. I used to go watch some shows when I could when I was traveling because my sibling was into it. I played just enough to understand the lines and the roles and to play Misfortune and Lux, and that is it.
Let's go. Cute girls.
Cute girls. They're there for a reason. They're beginner characters for a reason. Okay.
That is true. And they're cute. So
yeah, very cute. Very cute. And you know, I watched all of Arcane, so I basically know how to play League of Legends.
You're basically a League of Legends gamer.
Exactly. Alrighty. Thank you so much for the big Faker and T1 propaganda. Is there anything else you would like to plug, my lovely sister wife?
We're collabing again next week.
We are! We're gonna continue Andy, the Coffin of Andy and Lele.
Yes. I think it'll be at the same time, same day, right? But next week?
Same time, same day, next week. So all of you all of the ones today that enjoyed this time zone, we're here.
Yippee!
Come back.
I think.
Wait, who's streaming? You?
I think that was on my channel, and then the next one's on your channel, right?
Right. We're just gonna, you know, hand it off. Yeah, we're just gonna alternate it. So, non-corpo mandated collabs. Can you believe it?
Let's go!
Good for us. We really try. We really tried to maintain the narrative.
I know. We can't have people knowing that we actually, you know.
Yikes. Anyways.
Ugh.
Okay, then. Well, I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna say goodbye to my stream. But at this very moment, please, would you like to do your outro?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun. I really overshared today.
No, I hope you don't feel bad because that was literally like the point. So
I'm sorry I came here all bloody and disgusting and filled with germs. I hope you don't mind me spreading my cooties everywhere.
Everybody say taskere right now. Right now. If you're not saying taskere, you're wrong.
Stop, you're embarrassing me. You're gonna make me sneeze all over everyone.
Okay. Oh, damn, that sucks. Jeez. We do, yeah, hopefully you get better though.
Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your night, Maeve and chat. I will see you all later. I don't actually know when I'm doing later. I think I'm streaming on Thursday, so I'll see you guys Thursday. But thank you so much for having me. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, honey. Mwah. Love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye. She's so cute and I love her. She's cute and I love her. Everything about her is perfect. Gnarly. Everything's gnarly. She's so cute and I love her, and I don't know. I think I'm really happy and lucky I actually got to meet and know her. Just because I do believe that like we don't talk a lot, but every single time we talk, it really is like same mindset, right? Like the things we say, we're like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, I believe that. No, that's what I was thinking. There's always a lot of that. Thank you. Bye, Sarah. I love you. Everybody, please go check out Sarah's channel. Sarah is lovely. It's actually quite funny because Sarah, I was inspired to do POV content by Sarah doing ASMR. Because I wanted to do the other kind of ASMR, which is more roleplay. And that's when I learned about POV content. So it's lovely. Yeah. Alrighty. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. Let me go ahead and check when the next time you guys are gonna see me is. If you guys want to meet more people, because you've met somebody today, if you want to meet more cool people, please check out my Who Are You Really series. It is playlist. We have Stray. What time is it? Yeah, we have Stray later on today, GMT. I'm pretty sure. Yep, should be our normal time around 8 p.m. GMT. Yeah, and then everything else, we're gonna try to go, because I heard that Stray wasn't even too long of a stream. Let me see. Stray game length. Oh. This is around 5 to 8 hours. Which means we're gonna have to play it again. So we're gonna play Stray. And then if anybody wants to see the second part of Stray, maybe we'll make it a member video. Because members get their member video also this week. Yeah, Mem's only video this Friday. Unless you get really into it. 3-stream game yet then? Maybe. If that's the case, yeah, we'll figure it out. But always, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I love you all. Big fan, big fan. I am Globie's Maeve Morveren. I am a corporate heiress Selkie. I'm with Globie Gen 3 Morveria. And, you guys will get your shit. Don't worry. Led astray. Ha ha ha. Yeah, also, if you guys want to fall asleep to me playing Schedule 1 and making noises, just turn it on. I have it. It's a thing. I also do have a bunch of POVs for things of people who care about you. If you want people to care about you. If you want to hear people care about you a lot. I don't know. This is... I do POVs and they're all very... How do I say that? How do I say that? they're all very self-serving, I think. Let me see. Let me check out who is on. Oh, great. My lullabies showed up on YouTube Music Wrapped. I'm so glad. Thank you. Here you go. This is our raid message. And then we're gonna go ahead and send it off. Alrighty. Seal kisses and motion wishes, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.